Heidi ho there, friends and neighbors. Bobby here today along with my son, Nathaniel. Tell everybody hello out there.
Hello out there, TV land.
TV land, YouTube land.
And YouTube land.
That's right. Guys and gals, what we want to talk to you here today is the up and coming school year, okay? This up and coming school year is different than anything that I have ever seen in my lifetime, okay? All because of the pandemic. Definitely different than anything you've ever experienced too, right?
Yep.
Yep, because you're not actually going to be able to go to school, okay? Starting off, we're going to have to learn from home, okay? So what we have decided to do here, have decided to make the best of this, okay? Instead of this being a big negative, we're going to make this a super big positive, okay? We're going to make this a memorable school year because Nathaniel's going to get the opportunity this year to learn more than he's ever learned before, okay? And that's why I'm making this video today, in the hopes that you parents out there will get an idea from me to maybe do the same thing with your children, okay? One big positive is the fact that we are all going to get to spend more time with our children this year, okay? And I know some people actually work, and it might be a hindrance because school sort of acts like as a babysitter, okay, in a way, depending on the age of your children. But hopefully people can work out those type of issues, maybe with parents, friends, grandparents, what have you. But what I'm trying to bring to the table today is the fact that we have had some ideas on some different classes that we can actually teach at home, okay? Some things that have been tossed out of our public school system over the years, some vocational classes that you just don't see anymore, okay? And I made a list of things, and I'm going to try my best to teach these things to my son this year, okay? And his mother is actually going to try to teach some of these things as well. Number one, home economics. That was a class back in the day. Do you even know what home economics is?
No.
Okay, he's never heard of it, okay? Most kids haven't. It was a class that I took in school one year. Actually, my reason was just so I could meet some girls. But in that class, you learned how to cook, some simple things like cookies. You learned how to sew. And these are just some life skills that I think everybody needs to learn, whether you're a boy, girl, or whatever, you know? So we are going to try to have some lessons where Nathaniel may learn how to make a complete meal for the whole family. We may teach him how to sew in this class, or he can at least sew a button onto a shirt. So that's just something we're going to learn this year. Another class that they've kind of done away with, I think the only requirement now is for it to be taken 1 year during high school, is PE, okay? Back in the day, we took it every year. I think every year in school, you know, from K through 12. But so we're gonna make a mandatory time period per day where we're gonna do some kind of exercise, whether it's walking around the block, playing basketball in the driveway, doing some weight training or what have you. It's just gonna be part of what we do every day. Another class that we are going to have is a Bible study class, okay? So along with getting our lesson at church on Sunday, we're going to have something daily that we do. Maybe it might be just reading a chapter from the Bible or what have you, but that's going to be a daily thing that we actually have a class for. And then here's something that I want to actually try to teach the best way I can. And I feel like they ought to be teaching this in school. They should be teaching this to everybody. It ought to be mandatory, is a class on real world economics, okay? Kids leave school, they don't know what an interest rate is. They've never heard of what an amortization table is. And they have no idea about money, okay? They basically learn the hard way on their own. So we're gonna have a class where we are going to learn the basics of money management, how interest rate works, investments, and so forth, okay? And probably what we're going to use as our textbook on that might be Dave Ramsey's The Total Money Makeover. And I think that's an awesome book that anybody can learn from. So that might actually be our textbook for that class. Some things that I can teach, vocational classes, would be auto mechanics. We'll do a class on welding and maybe metalcraft, wood shop. These are all classes that they had back in school when I went to school. So, but they don't have any of this at your school, do they?
No.
So you're going to get a chance to experience some of these things. And the important thing is, if kids never get introduced to certain things, they might not ever get a chance to know if they like it or not, you know? Some of these things they might actually be able to turn into a career, okay? So that's what we're working on this year, guys. And I'm hoping that this video will reach a lot of people, and maybe you'll decide to turn this school year into a really positive year as well, okay? And hopefully it will be a memorable year. And when it's remembered, it won't be such a negative memory. It'll be a positive memory, because you might remember something that, hey, that's the year that I learned how to change the oil in the car. Or that's the year that I learned how to cook a meal, okay? Or that's the year I learned how to sew a button on a shirt, all right? So you got anything you want to say to the good people out there?
No.
No? Are you excited?
Yeah.
Are you excited and ready to start the new school year?
I don't care.
Typical teenager. All right, folks, thank you for watching the video. I hope this is helpful. Share the heck out of this video. Maybe we can make this a positive experience for everyone. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.